Your parents can love you so deeply and still leave you with things you have to unlearn alone. They don't get to finish their job sometimes, and it's fine. And I think this is one of the hardest part of growing up, because we always expect our parents to teach us how to live and do everything in life, but nobody nobody actually teaches you how to raise the adult version of you. Your parents gave you the blueprint, but they did not give you the finished identity. Your parents raised you the way they know how, but the thing we forget is they were parenting you with the tools they had. And these tools are definitely good in certain aspects in life, and they do help you in many of them. But at the same time, these tools weren't good in some aspects. Okay? And somehow they actually took many chances from you, if I'm going to actually say it in a word, in a sentence. And the hardest thing is when you grow up and realize this is not actually your personality. Thinking to yourself, this is not actually my personality. This is something I learned to survive my childhood with. And from there, the unlearning starts, because some of your personality may actually be old survival strategies. Okay, what do I mean by this? For example, you are not necessarily quiet. You'll be thinking your entire life that you are someone who's quiet, but maybe you have learned not to speak up just because you don't want to disturb anyone. Okay? Or you might have learned that not asking for help is going to make you as a burden, or you have this shame of asking for help. So somehow deep down you feel like you are independent, but you just don't want to ask for help. You feel that shame and thinking to yourself that you are a burden. And somehow you are not necessarily a people pleaser. You have learned that keeping peace at home is more important than expressing yourself. So basically, we have learned that mistakes came at a price. And here where parenting yourself start. It start by asking, is this who am I, or who I had to become? Parenting yourself means updating the rules. Obviously, many things are going to change in life. You're going to grow up doing everything differently your parents didn't teach you about. So parenting yourself is you're going to have and change, update many rules. For example, we always hear from our childhood, do not disappoint people, do not talk back, do not take that risk. But adulthood definitely have different rules. You can't disappoint someone and still be a good person. You can't say no without explaining yourself for an hour. You can't choose a life your family does not understand. And this is maturation. And that led us to the weird part. And it's reparenting yourself sometimes is about disappointing your parents. Sometimes healing and having a better lives means becoming someone your parents did not expect. It isn't because of a mistake they made, but you don't owe it to them to let their expectations define or limit you. For example, your mother simply wished for you security, and she did not want you to take risk or go out there and put yourself out there. But you think the exact opposite. You want to go out there and take the risk and do whatever you want, and actually being exposed to all the opportunities. Perhaps your father lived and have a specific idea of success, that it has to be a job or something, or a specific position, and if you don't going to get that, you're not successful in my eyes, while you have a definition that it's way different than that. You go out there and you build your own. They may giving you the best definition of happiness they know, but you have the full right to discover your own definition, because guess what, it's your own life. It's your own life. Do not let your life surrounded and around their definition. Find your own definition. Go out there and find it. It's fine. you eventually became the person who's responsible for your own emotional safety. When you were a child, it's extremely fine to need somebody like and say, I need someone to make me feel safe. But as soon as you grow up, part of maturing is learning to create like safety for yourself. Not because you don't like anyone, or like you don't trust people, or you don't want anybody around you, but it's that you're not going to wait for someone to come and save you from everything. You can learn to calm yourself. You can learn how to choose the people that you want and set the boundaries with them. You can leave the places that hurt you. You can deal with your own mistakes without destroying yourself and thinking that you are a failure or somebody out there is better than you. And you gave yourself the very thing that you were waiting to receive from like the outside. Like, you're basically going to validate yourself. You're going to learn how to validate yourself. Your parents were responsible for raising you, but eventually you are responsible for deciding what happens next. You don't have to blame them. You don't have to worship them. You don't have to repeat them. You can understand where you came from and still choose where you go. Growing up is not just becoming independent from your parents, and it does not mean that way. It's becoming the parent your younger self still needs, still now, because we still have that inner child with every one of us. And you're not going to need your parents all the time. You have to be responsible for yourself because this is your own life. Thanks for watching.